Guys, okay. All right. Best way to stay psychically in tune with God, with the universe. I'm getting a lot of downloads today because I'm finally okay with the fact that my imperfections are perfect. And so I have just recently come up with this aha moment, this oh, no fucking way. And it's that really just being you. Not being anything extra, not trying to be all loud and proud, not trying to be all like, oh, I'm so psychic, I'm so woo, I'm so mystical. No. The best way to stay in alignment and to stay in tune is to truly just be yourself. Like, authenticity and love are the two highest frequencies that you can embody, okay? Be love and be authentic. Always speak the truth, even when it hurts. Always do the thing that hurts. No, not really. Don't always do things that hurt. Like, eventually you get to a point where you don't have to do things that hurt. You just get to have things that feel good all the time. It's like, I told Augustine this yesterday. I said, you get to a point where you leave behind so much bad that the only thing left to come in is good. Like, that's how it is with being psychic. You leave enough things behind that were clouding your psychic awareness, your psychic judgment, right? That all that you can hear is your higher self. All that you do hear are voices from the other side. And some people will call you schizophrenic. Some people, hey, look, hey, whatever. I have people, just now in that other live stream, I had somebody call me borderline personality. I don't give a fuck what you call me, but I'm fucking hella psychic. So it doesn't matter. As long as you're being authentically you, this is how you stay in a vibration. This is how you stay in alignment with your true calling, with your true north, right? Now, it's weird. I saw this video. What is her name? Andy from 13 Moon Tarot, I think is her name. You guys, she's so awesome. I'm pretty sure most of my viewers probably watch Andy. She's so cool. She's very intuitive. She's an intuitive reader. I love her approach. But she talks about, she did a pick a card today on the north node shift that's going on for psychics, especially like the pile that I picked. It was all about seeing why you need to be right all the time. Like, why do you need to be proving your worth as a psychic? Like, why do you need to prove your worth as a person? Why do you need to prove your worth as anything? When you can truly be in alignment with your authentic self and know that, like, you are good enough as you are, that's when you start to become psychic. That's when you can always be psychic. You're always in tune with your higher self because, bitch, you are your higher self. It's when we listen to outside voices and opinions, like, oh, but you're schizophrenic though. Oh, but you're bipolar. Oh, but like you hear voices. Like, that is when you start to become less of yourself and more of someone else. And that's going to get you out of alignment. It will never stop making you psychic. It will just have you thinking your ego and other people's opinions are God. And I have a lot of clients that come to me and they're starting to channel as well. Like, they have their own channel or their own platform and they start to become a channel, a divine channel, right? But they freeze. They get so fucking scared of being psychic because they're so afraid of being wrong. You'll know when you're channeling the wrong voice. You'll know when it's ego. You'll know. It'll feel horrible. It'll feel like you'll question things. You'll be like, oh my God, I don't know if this is right. Should I do this? Should I say that? It's going to be fear. There will be fear. You're never like going to stop being psychic, guys. You're just going to be psychically in tune to low vibrational shit from now on. That is just how it is. I was not psychic. When I was growing up, there was nothing in my life psychic at all. I was not raised spiritual. I was very much raised in a religious cult. I was not at all spiritually aligned at all. It was not until I had an out-of-body experience while I was meditating. I was completely sober, not on any drugs, nothing like that. I mean, I was on big pharma, I was on like antipsychotics and shit, but whatever. I was an alcoholic. I was a sex addict. I was I was into porn. I was into like everything back then. Like I mean, I was in a relationship. It was horrible. It was toxic. It was abusive. Um, I was married. It was bad. And I had nothing going for me. And a girl came into this place that I worked at, and she was a witch. And I was like, please stay away from me. I was like, listen, I think you're great. I love you. Like Jesus would love you. But not really though, because like you touch Ouija boards and shit, and I'm not about that. So I don't love you really. I just kind of need you to stay away from me. But then, tell me why, bitch. Tell me why. The universe put us together on third shift alone. Just me and her. That's it. Every night for months. Just her and I together from like 10 o'clock at night to 7 in the morning or some shit like that. And I was like, okay, why are you like this? And she's just very independent, making really hella good money. She was a tarot reader. She did that by trade. She also went to school part-time. Like this bitch was no joke. Hella independent. I loved this about her. And I kept seeing she would come into work every day so happy. And everyone was relying on her. She was so financially set on her own as an independent woman. She was not married. Her brother relied on her, her mom, everybody. She was just like this really strong figure in her family and her friend group and stuff. And I'm just thinking like, damn, she's got it. She's got it together, you know? And she told me like how to meditate. She was like, I meditate every day. You should do it. You should try it. And I'm like, no, I can't. Because like religion will spit me up. I can't. Jesus would not approve. But my mom, I remember I told my mom, I called my mom one day and I was like, listen, so there's this girl at work and she's a witch. Like witch. Like she owns a Ouija board, mom. Like a Ouija board. Like she talks to dead people. And my mom was like, absolutely not. Jenna Lynn, I better fucking not find out. She was so mad. And I'm like, okay, listen, I'm 22 years old or some shit. I'm 20, 22, 23, I don't know, somewhere around there. And here she is, Jenna Lynn, I better not find out. So I start to meditate because I'm me. I'm me. And I do shit against everyone telling me to do something. And so the girl taught me how to meditate. And I remember though, my mom was like, you better not. So she hung up on me. My mom hung up on me. And she went to call my grandma, who was the pastor's wife. She was a pastor. And like an hour later, she called back and she's like, we better not find out, Jenna. That you're gonna open the doorway to devils. And I was like, Mom, look at my life though. Honey, I already opened the doorway to devils. I'm married to the devil. I'm on a cocktail of medications that I don't even know are helping me or hurting me. I can't even go to work without crying every single day. I'm literally married to an abuser. Mom, I drink a fifth of vodka every 2 days. I don't think that meditation's the fucking problem. So anyway, I meditated. I did with this witch, literally a witch. I did what she taught me to do, and I meditated. And it only took 2 times. I meditated 2 times. And I had a spontaneous Kundalini awakening. I had an out-of-body experience. And I danced with a being of white light. I literally left my body and I was in this other plane of existence, and I was with a being of white, divine, holy light. It was the most unconditional love. It was pure divine love. There was nothing but goodness in it. And I was both in my body and out of it. Like I was in a different plane of existence, but I also knew where my body was. I knew that my body was in my house, laying on my bed. And that was about 13 years ago, about 13, 14-ish. I don't know. I think it was 22, I think. I was 22, I think so. So that was about 13 years ago. Yeah, well, that started me on my Kundalini awakening. That started me on my spiritual journey. And that's when all hell broke loose, honey. So just like my mom said, it was the doorway to devils, and it was also the doorway to God. It was the doorway to all of it. And it really just opened me up psychically. What it did, sadly, it opened my higher chakras before it opened my lower chakras. So I had my third eye opening, my crown chakra was open, and my throat chakra was hella blocked. So I couldn't even speak about what was happening to me because my throat chakra was so I was always living in fear. I was always living in fear of like what I could do when I spoke out loud because I would manifest shit out of thin air. I was so scared also of being around abusive men that I just kind of my thyroid went out, which is actually in your throat. Your thyroid is the hormone producer. And so my hormones were all out of whack. My whole life was out of whack, girl. So 13 years I've been on this journey. And I was not psychic until that day. I can't even tell you that I was psychic then because I don't remember most of it because it was hell on earth. I literally unlocked something that was painful, cataclysmic, and world ending. And like my mom said, it was the doorway to devils. It was also the doorway to God. It depends on, I guess, who you're asking. But yeah, that was 13 years ago. And then in 2019, I had a near-death experience and I saw the white light, like I died. Also out of my body, but this time it was death. This time it was hell. It was not heaven. I had heaven and then I had hell. And both are what you make it. Both are what you make it on earth. You know, when Jesus said in the Bible, heaven is within you. That's true. Heaven is within you. But so is hell. Again, it's all about what you're feeding. Where are your thoughts taking you? What do you believe in? What do you represent? You know? I think it's just a frequency. Heaven is a frequency and hell is a frequency. And so in 2019, I went to the other side. That is when I truly became psychic. That day, oh my God, that day is the day that I knew I had psychic gifts. I came back with them. And it was so fucking weird because the first phone call I ever had on my phone when I came back was a phone number that had 0 through 9 in it. Like, not in order like that, but it would say like 712-349-8103 or whatever, you know, but it was like all these numbers 0 through 9. And I could see after 2019, February, this is what's crazy. February. So February 19. So 2/19, 2019 at 2 in the morning at 2, okay, so 2/19, 2019, 29 years old. It was a Virgo full supermoon. And I had that out-of-body, that near-death experience. It was crazy. And I realized then, like, I did something because like, when I came back, I was, like, super psychic and I had, like, I could see things that were different. Not like, I don't see dead people, like, people walking around like they look like normal people. I get images. How do I say this? Like, you know how you can see physical people? You know that they're physical people. Well, when it comes to spirits, it's not like that. You don't see it with your naked eye. You see it as images. So, an example. This one time, while smoking marijuana, this one time while high, I was listening to some headphones, right? And I remember, so my husband was at work, and I had my little chihuahua on my lap, right? And I was smoking weed, and girl, this was after that near-death experience. And I was meditating and I could feel that I was so high vibe. Like I could feel my vibes were just ascending and getting higher and higher and higher. And then all of a sudden, Midge, all of a sudden, I see these two shadow figures. With my eyes closed, with my third eye, I could see like this image. I saw this vision of two shadow entities. They were dark masses, but they looked like men. They looked like, I mean, they had a form. They had a form to them. But my eyes were closed. And I saw two of these dark masses come through the front door and go all the way through the living room, through the kitchen, and then go to the back door. And when I saw that, my dog jolted. She was like, and she got up to run to the back door. So I thought she saw those figures. Turns out she didn't see those figures. My husband had come home. So what it was is he had some shadow figures that were stalking him, and I was seeing psychically what it was. So all of that energy followed him and into the back door. And so I actually saw that my husband was possessed. I saw two entities that had possessed my husband. And so that was when I knew I had to stop and I had to leave him. That was in 2019. So after my near-death experience, I divorced my husband like 3 months later. It was tough. It was the hardest thing I've ever done. I was with him 8.5 years. That was really tough. But yeah, I had to see that like demonic possession's real. That's just so real. And I don't think people want to admit that. Who would? Who would in today's modern society? Why would you want to admit that? You know? Hi, Peaceful Priestess. How you doing? Are you okay now because of your husband? Because I left my husband? Yeah, I left him. It was really tough, you know? Even got to a point where I had to be homeless, living in my car. Had pennies to my name. I couldn't really do much. It was a very tough life for me. It has been tough. I'm just waiting on that part of my life where it gets better soon. Because like I've worked really hard for it. Everybody keeps telling me that shit's about to pop for me. Like, my channel is going to go viral. People are going to recognize me for what I am, for what I can do, who I am. And I don't know. I'm not really here for that. I don't care. I don't care about the fame. I don't care about the notoriety of it all. I don't even fucking care about the money. I guess what I want to do is I just want to help a lot of these psychics that are waking up to who they are, how truly powerful they are. They don't have representation. They don't have a mentor. They don't have guidance. They don't have instruction because everyone in their circle is telling them they're crazy or schizophrenic or wishful thinking or something. You know, it's like, oh yeah, well, you think that your dead grandpa is telling you hi, but it's really just you're psychotic. And no, it's not fair. It's not fair. All I really want, truly, at my core, I don't know, it's just, I guess, to be validating my own self. No one saw those two shadow figures around my husband. No one was with me on the other side. No one saw that being of light. No one saw this stuff. No one travels with me in the astral plane every night when I leave my body. No one can tell me that I'm wrong. Only I can tell me that I'm right. And for 13 years, I saw so many people telling me that I'm just crazy, delusional, attention seeking. Oh God, that's the worst. That shit right there fucking pisses me off so goddamn bad. You have no idea how much I want to yell at people to tell me I'm an attention seeker. Fuck you. Fuck you, rotten hell. Please do. Anywhere, any vibration that is lower than where I'm at is hell. Anyone at a lower vibration than me, I would say is in hell. There's a lot of people at a higher vibration than me, a lot of entities higher vibrational than me. They would say that I'm in hell. I get so irritated when people say that, oh, these gifts that you have, oh, you're so psychic, huh? You're so psychic, but you can't like see 2 feet in front of you that you're gonna be homeless or you're gonna be broke, you're gonna be this or that. Just because I can once in a while predict somebody meeting their soulmate down to the day, or if a client comes to me, I can tell them by name the 3 people that they're dealing with at work, as God is my witness, doesn't mean that I get to know my future. Why would I get to know my future? I'll ruin that shit in a heartbeat. I'm glad I don't get to know 2 feet in front of my face. I'm glad that my higher self knows that I'm a fucking train wreck and a ticking time bomb. And I will do stupid shit with the knowledge that I'm about to have. I'm glad. I'm glad my higher self keeps shit from me. Facts. I don't need to know everything. If a client comes to me and they have some sort of gift or some sort of like enhanced knowledge they're about to know, something like that, I'll be able to tell them. That's only if the good Lord gives it to me. That is only if the Holy Spirit lays it on my heart to tell and channel it to them. That's it. It's not a me thing. It's a God thing. And I think what pisses me off more than anything in this world is how there are so many psychics. They have zero representation. A lot of witches. You're the minority of the minority. Especially white witches, light witches, like those who work for the light, those who work for healing, you know, herbs and tinctures and Reiki and energy, like the real ones, you know, the ones that actually do good with it. And they're so misrepresented, you know. All they really want, I just want to find the ones that are truly gifted, and they're coming into their gifts. They're coming into who they're meant to be. They see things. They hear things. They know things. They sense things. And so many people are out there telling them they're crazy. What are they supposed to do? Go to a therapist with a checklist of things, you know, sitting, you're going to sit there on the lady's couch paying $300 an hour for them to tell you you're batshit crazy? No. There's a lot of people that want to live in complacency, live in comfortability. You don't want to admit that you're God. You don't want to admit that you have psychic gifts. You don't want to admit that somebody is attacking you. You don't want to admit that demons are real. You don't want to fucking admit that your best friend has a demonic attachment. You don't want to admit that you're stuck in a lower plane of existence. That's fine with me. That's your life, not mine. And I keep detaching myself from people, including my own husband. And all I'm looking for, really, not money, not fame, not a book deal. I don't care. I'm just looking for justice. I'm looking for the good ones to finally receive some fucking justice that they deserve. Protection, divine protection, truly. My brothers and sisters in Christ, the real ones that are gifted, I mean hella gifted. I mean the ones that will go up against the bigwigs of the world, like the big powerful ones who keep trying to oppress people. I'm talking about the real ones. They can actually do something about that. All I'm looking for is just the universe to finally right itself. The spiritualists that are always dark in nature, you know, because there are 2 types of witches, really. There are the dark witches that work to harm people, enslave humanity. They know that they know gifts. They have gifts. They know they have talents. They use it to manipulate and coerce people into doing something, control someone into doing something. And then there's the ones that I want to find that free people from that. They try to help and encourage others that listen, it's all in your mind. Your mind is yours, no one else's. Like, I want to help people receive justice. Not because I'm vengeful, not because I seek revenge, but because I want the universe to right itself. I want to believe in a universe that is fair and just. And though everyone tells me that shit is an illusion, everyone tells me, oh, you fucking wish. That's not how it works, Jenna. It is how the fuck it works, though. And I will receive it, and I will be getting it. And these divine high priestesses and divine high priests, they will be receiving it. In fact, dare I say, that's why a lot of people are on the run and terrified. Because the good ones are about to receive justice, and I'm fucking here for it. And not only am I here for it, but I'd die for that shit. I would die 1,000,000 times over so that people like you could know that you're not alone. And that the divine will do anything to get you out of Dodge. That holy angels will help you get out of Sodom and Gomorrah. That you don't have to worry anymore about, how can I pay my bills, Jenna? Like, I can't even afford a toothbrush. I can't do this. I would die 1,000,000 deaths, and I swear to you I would. During my near-death experience in February of 2019, I was dead. And I met God. But God, not a man, not a woman, not an angel. It wasn't anything. It was just a voice. It was a consciousness. It was an awareness. It was a very, very, very loud voice. And that loud voice spoke above the other voices that I heard. I heard a lot of damned souls. On the other side, it was nothing but blackness. It was just this void. It was this nothing. There was nothing there. It looked like outer space, but without the planets. And I was there in the absolute darkness of it. And all I saw was black with a teeny, teeny, tiny little pinprick of light. It was this little tiny little tunnel of light. And you know how, people joke, they're like, don't go to the light, don't go to the light. Well, I couldn't. I wasn't going to be allowed access into it. I knew that I wasn't going to make it. I was in hell. It was literally hell. I had literally made hell for myself in my own fucking mind. And after death, it was the same. I'd already made it for myself. I was already in hell. So therefore, on the other side, I was going to hell. So when I saw the blackness, I saw nothing. There were all these like damned souls, these souls that were like, help me, tell so-and-so I said this. And I need to tell my daughter about that, and get this person away from my kid. And I want this, and all these voices. But you ever see the movie Hercules? The cartoon? You know when there's like those little worm looking things? They look like snakes. They look like those little worms, and they're like crawling up from the underworld. That's what it was like. These entities wanted to like grab onto me and get me to help them. But I didn't know why yet. I didn't know I was psychic. I wasn't psychic yet. But they just kept trying to get me to help them. And I was like, leave me alone. Get the fuck off me. Like, while I was on the other side. Okay. I kept hearing these damned souls, and they were begging me to help them. So I finally said, leave me alone. I need out of here. What the fuck is this? And I heard this voice that was louder than all the other voices. It was, honey, it was so loud. Ooh, it was very loud. It was very commanding. It just gives me chills even to this day, honey. That is a voice you do not fuck with, okay? And it said, do you want to go back? And I was like, back? What do you mean? I don't know. I don't want this. And the voice was like, you can go back to your body, but you work for me now. I was like, back to my body? What do you mean? Like, I'm not dead. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I was so fucking confused. There was so much going on. And then when this voice stood, like, it took itself away from me, whatever, it said, fine, okay, No problem. You're not dead then, right? So it withdrew itself from me. And all of a sudden I heard those voices again. Help me, please. Oh my God. Tell the so-and-so I did this. Oh my God, I need help. I'm stuck in this place. Help me here. Help me this. It was so many fucking voices. And I was like, okay, fine. Hey, whoever that was, can you come back, please? And then as soon as I asked, it did. It showed up again and it said, are you ready? And I said, what do I have to do? And the voice said, you work for me now. Admit you're dead. I was like, I'm not going to admit I'm dead. I can hear myself. I'm not dead. I'm not admitting I'm dead. Okay? That's weird. And you're weird. What is this? But I could see myself hovering over my body. Like I could see my dead body. I also saw my husband at the time praying over my body. He was praying that I wouldn't be taken from him. I saw the day of my funeral. I saw him crying on the phone with his mom. The day that he had to bury me, I fucking saw my death. I saw all of it. And so anyway, this voice was like, are you ready? I was like, no, I'm not admitting I'm dead. Okay, just send me back. But it would not let me. I was not allowed to have access back to my body until I admitted that I was dead. So finally I said, whatever, you win, okay. Fine, you win, okay, whatever. Because those voices were so fucking loud. And it felt like there were millions of them. It felt like there were bajillions of these fucking voices that would not leave me alone, and they needed help. They all were clinging on me. They were trying to get my attention, trying to like claw onto my energy. It was disgusting. So I was like, okay, fine. Fine, I'm dead. Fine, you win. Boom! Went right back to my body. Girl, it took about, I'd say 12 hours. I was in and out of consciousness for about 12 hours. That shit was deep. I was like fading in and out. I would tell my husband like, hi. But then I'd like fall asleep again and like, hi. Oh my God, where am I? Hi. And it was so weird. It's like I knew who I was, but I didn't know who I was. Back then, my name was Jennifer, but legally it's still Jennifer, but my name is Jenna. I have people call me Jenna now. Because that was the day I died. So came back psychic. Now, a lot of people think that psychic gifts are like, they're not real. But I guess to that I would ask, why? Why are you so convinced that something beyond your scope doesn't exist? Why are you so convinced that what you can see with your physical eyeballs is all there is? Who taught you that? Why do you, a finite mind, believe with your brain, your reptilian brain, that there is not something outside of you that can't be heard or expressed or seen or understood? You know 0.0001% of the fucking universe, and you want to tell me that you know it all? I don't think so. I don't fucking think so. So I have been on my journey for about 13 years. It's got me kicked out of houses, broken up with my boyfriends, friends that don't approve of me, friends that don't understand me. I've been so lonely on this journey. Like, I've just been so alone. The only people I really have are my spirit guides. And even they get fucking fed up most days. And even them I don't normally converse with unless I'm in alignment. So the question here I'm posing today is, how do you really truly stay in alignment? How do you stay so in tune with source? Well, first of all, you have to realize that the source is you. You are the source of it all. It really is you. Like, even when I was on the other side, if I wouldn't have admitted I was dead, I wouldn't have been alive. It is pretty strange to think that that day, that was the Virgo full supermoon. And I'm a Virgo moon. So it's really weird. It's like, I'm a Virgo moon who died on a Virgo full supermoon. And again, it was 2/19, so it was February 19, 2019, at 29 years old, at 2 a.m. That shit was crazy. That shit was insane. And I had to suffer so long alone. Had to go through divorce. I was with my husband 8.5 years. I loved him. But I just started seeing, like, we're not the same. We're so mismatched, so unevenly yoked. I had to divorce him. So 3 months later, I went through divorce. Got to a point where I even had to live in my car. I was homeless, had 10 cents to my name. I was going on average 7 to 9 days without even eating food. I remember some of the people I would meet were eating out of a trash can. I had a couple people that were on my streams, like one girl, it was the first night she'd ever been homeless. She was about to sleep in her car for the first time ever at a Walmart parking lot. I'll never forget it. And that was the night that I was also sleeping in my car, but she was like, I just feel so much less alone because of you doing this stream right now. And that's when I knew God was using me for something. Comfort? I don't know. Using me to help a few people. Just a few. I'm not here for the masses. I'll never be accepted by the masses. I don't care. I'm not here for that. There were only a couple girls that ever really received my help. I mean, since I started my business, which was I think like 2021-ish, I mean, I would say on average, I've only had like a few clients a week. It's not like it's this huge thing because I'm not here for the masses. I'm here for like the real fucking psychics who are just coming into their gifts. And there are not 8 billion psychics on the planet. There's only a few. And of the 144,000 of the chosen ones, only a few of those people find me every given week. So I made a business on my psychic gifts. But then in 2022, everybody was in fear. Because like the 2019 thing happened, and then it kind of got caught up. Like it happened, but then energetically in 2022, everybody just had a shit year, you know? Everybody was like holding on to their money. They were so tightly wound, and everybody was just so afraid to spend money. So my business kind of tanked a lot. And so I started doing more like energy healing and clearing of energies and stuff. But even then, it was still not for profit. It wasn't for money because I didn't care. I was like, I'm not here for money. I really don't care about money. I care about a roof over my head and the ability to do what I need to do by God. Money is just an added bonus. Money is just a thing. It's a concept anyway, is what it is. Same with like fucking fame and subscriber counts and a following and like thumbs up and likes and shares. Go fuck yourself. I don't care about any of that. I don't give a fuck about any of that. That's not what I'm here for. I don't give a shit. And it pisses off a lot of people that I don't give a shit. I'm here for the ones that are truly being persecuted left, right, and center every single fucking day because they are gifted, they are so high vibrational, and they are living as earth angels on this planet in a place too dense for them, too heavy, too harsh, too cruel for them to sustain themselves. And I'm here to give you a kind reminder every once in a while that you are loved by the source, and I'm going to show you by using my psychic gifts to remind you of who the fuck you are. And a lot of times it comes through me channeling a song for you, telling you about your ex-boyfriend's name, and you're like, what? A girl showed up on my channel like a week ago, and all I kept hearing was the name Shoddy. I just kept hearing Shoddy. Hey, Shoddy. Hey, Shoddy. And I just had to say it. I was just like, hey, Shoddy. And she chimes in. She's like, holy shit. She's like, that message was for me. That's literally my nickname. And oh my God, I needed that. I've had people meet their soulmate down to the day before because I said it would happen. Like I knew the date they would meet their soulmate. I've had clients that I've predicted would go viral. They'd blow up on social media. I've worked for celebrities. I am that bad bitch. And I know it. I think people have underestimated me. I think I've underestimated me is really what it is. There's been a lot of weak ass men that I've been involved with that can't stand who I am. Bye. Bye, Felicia. I'm waiting on the men that can handle it for what it really is. Things are about to be shaken up. Shaken, not stirred. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I think that a true high priest, whoever I'm meant to be with, would love that I'm this psychic. A true high priest would fucking love that I can predict down to the day and minute that something is going to happen to them so they can avoid a train wreck, you know? Like I've had dreams where I'm being in some sort of like group of high vibrational high priestesses, and we're no joke. We're not to be messed with. And I think a lot of people keep getting it fucking twisted. I think a lot of people keep thinking that the real ones, the real psychics, they're weak or something. They're not weak. They're just looking for a reason to call judgment on that ass. Test them. Push them. I dare you. Push them to the brink. Push them to the limit and see what God will do for those angels. The real innocent ones. The ones that are so high vibrational as earth angels that they can see through the veil and they can see your bullshit from a mile away. Keep pushing them. Keep poking the bear. Because whatever source exists, whatever created the fuck you are, I'm telling you right now, created those earth angels. Those light workers, those shamans, those healers, those empaths, those psychics, those divine ones, those chosen ones. They keep getting persecuted every single day for being themselves. Bet. Tell me that the Holy Spirit won't come down on that ass. Just wait for it. Karma is not a bitch. Karma is a goddess, honey, and she does not have to forget an address. She doesn't need addresses. So I am here as divine judgment for a lot of people. I am here as a very loud powerhouse. I have some big, huge backing. I have a lot more backing than most people want to admit. People keep seeing me in all my downtrodden. People keep seeing me homeless, bouncing from house to house, hand to mouth, wondering like when I'm going to eat next, how I'm going to be able to pay a bill. People keep looking with their fucking eyeballs, and I highly suggest you stop looking with your eyeballs and you start looking with the eyes that actually can see. Because the spiritual blessings that I have around me are so hella intense. They're not for just anybody. And it's not going to be just for anybody. The divine works in my life consistently, continually, always. I know who the fuck I am. So I am here as a very loud and proud divine feminine. But my divine masculine, that is also myself, is so powerful that you won't even get access to me unless my divine team says so. You won't even be able to put your hard-earned dollars in my bank account unless I fucking say so. I will return your money so fast it'd make your head spin. I don't want your dirty money. I'm not here for everybody. I'm here for the real ones to be reminded who the fuck they are. I'm here so that you can get your soul aligned with the Holy Spirit. I'm here to remind you that you are the Holy Spirit. I'm not here for everybody. I don't want your money. I don't care about your money. I charge simply so that you can tell me where your head is at. Do you believe that if you invest in me, I invest in you? Cool. Pay me. I'd love that, and then I'll work with you. If I don't like your energy, I'm not going to take your fucking money. Don't put your nasty ass money in my bank account. My bank account is blessed. Facts. Same with a man. Don't put something dirty in me. You ain't gonna do it. I'm a goddess. So I think what really needs to happen is I think that the world really needs to start seeing who the fuck we are. That's what it really is. If we get down to it, guys, if we get down to what it really is, we've been so afraid of just being ourselves. But if you want to know how to stay in alignment with Source, I'm going to tell you. You have to remember that you are Source. That you're all there is. There is no one but you in your own reality. You create it. You're expecting people to show up as they are. As angry as they are, as frigid as they are, as happy as they are, as stingy as they are, as generous as they are, whatever. It's you versus you in this video game. You're preaching all wrong devil work. Am I, Sean? Am I? Because I'm going to tell you right now. You'd better be hella fucking careful accusing anybody of devil work if you don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. I'd be very careful if I were you. I mean it. Throwing projections and accusations out there like that. You don't know me, bitch. You've known me 20 seconds. Be very careful, because the thing is, I claim to work for the Holy Spirit, and you say I work for the devil. Only one of us is right. I highly suggest you make sure it's you. Do not falsely accuse anybody of anything. Take the log out of your eye before you try to take a splinter out of mine, Sean. Do you understand? I think what people are about to find out is you can no longer accuse the innocent and let the guilty get away scot-free. You can't do that anymore. It's a new age, honey. It's a new era. Spiritual war doesn't even start until victims start defending themselves. It's not even a war. It's just persecution. It's not a war. It's just genocide. So you can take that beautiful sentiment that you think you have, Sean, warn everybody about me. Try it. Go on. Go shout it from the rooftops. Jenna's a devil, and she's leading people to hell. But the fact of the matter is, Sean, we're all in hell already, aren't we? Just like my mom, she had that statement. You're opening the door to devils. We're already in doorways to devils, don't you think? I was drinking a fifth of vodka every 2 days. I was blackout drunk, passed out on my best friend's lawn at her engagement party. I was already entertaining the doorway to devils. I was on a cocktail of big pharma medications just to get by in a day. So trying to tell me that I'm somehow promoting devil's work, honey, I'd be very careful if I were you. Make sure your accusation is 100% right. Don't send that shit my way. You better make sure it sticks. Make sure you're right. So yeah, going forward, a lot of people are scared of me. A lot of people are intimidated by me. Good. They should be. If they were smart, they would be. I'm glad to see that some men can't handle me, and that's why I get broken up with so often. I love it. I have a very open heart. I love freely. I love unconditionally. And then when I fall in love, people get scared. I think they get scared of the spiritual backing that I have. I think they lie to themselves, try to convince themselves that I don't have spiritual backing, but my ass would be dead 4 times over by now if I didn't have spiritual backing. I've seen literal angels. Actual literal angels rescuing my ass. So I think that what happens is people get so intimidated by me, very scared. And I'm glad they're paying attention. Yeah. You all wrong. It's 100% correct. Okay. Anybody want to go watch Sean? Go watch his platform. Go listen to Sean. Sean knows all what he's talking about. He's out there preaching left, right, and center, right? Everybody's listening to you, Sean. I typically find that the ones who are listened to often are the ones that are not trying to promote anything. They're just sitting at their own teeny tiny little corner of the internet. They don't have to go around beating people over the head with Bibles. They don't have to be preaching and promoting their holy religion. They just sit there and attract the things that need to come to them. Notice what I'm not doing, Sean. I'm not showing up on your platform saying you're the devil. You had to show up on mine to tell me I'm the devil. Why don't you just go attract what is yours? What is rightfully yours for being so holy? You're such a holy man. Go be holy in your own platform. You know what I mean? So the question that I phrased in the title is, how do you stay in alignment? The best way to stay psychic. The best way to stay psychically aware is realize that you're always psychic. You don't just shut it off. It's just that, sadly, you pick up psychically a lot of lower vibrational energies until you don't, until you tell them to fuck right off. So it doesn't make you less of a good person because you draw boundaries and you tell some people that they're not welcome in your life. It doesn't make you any less godly to tell someone to fucking rot in hell. Go. Heaven isn't changing its standard. The frequency and vibrational alignment of love is not changing its standard. It is a frequency, the frequency of abundance, the frequency of happiness, the frequency of peace. It is not going to change its standards. You have to match it. Heaven does not have to come to you. You have to match its frequency, its vibration. And if you can't do that, that's fine. But just know that the standard has not changed. You will get spit out, booted out, because you're not in alignment with love. You're not in alignment with your highest self. You're not in alignment with you. You're not authentically you. If you live in that energy of anger, frustration, accusatory comments like that, like it's an inflamed sense of self and ego. Recognizing that any projections you send at me are really truly telling you something about yourself, Sean. What it's really saying is that you are scared deep down. You're scared that I'm right. People listen to me, and my experiences might actually be legit. If I'm a liar, may the good Lord strike me down. But unless you're the good Lord, Sean, you ain't gonna strike me down. I received this confidence from God himself. No one gave me this confidence. Therefore, no one will be taking it from me. Not you, not any troll from Trollville, a dime a dozen. You call me the devil if you want, honey, but you better be fucking right. So, how do you stay in alignment as a psychic? Well, first of all, you acknowledge that you're never going to be not psychic. You're just picking up on energies around you that are not your own, in that you're not the one creating the frequency. You're the one tuning in to the frequency. You see? There's, I would say, 1 million bajillion frequencies. It's like you are the radio tuner. You're the dial that can tune into a radio station. You're not the radio station itself so much. You're the one that gets to tune in at any time. You can switch stations really quickly. Some would call it bipolar. I've been labeled bipolar. My twin flame has also been labeled bipolar because we can switch from a very low frequency to very high frequency overnight. And people are like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I just don't like being at a low frequency. So I change it very quickly. And it sometimes looks so sudden to the outside world that people would mislabel it as bipolar. But, you know, whatever. They can label it any way they want. Schizophrenic, bipolar, whatever. So how do you stay in alignment? First, you have to realize that you're never going to stop being psychic. It is a thing. It is a thing now. It's not like, oh, I'm only psychic when I'm high vibrational and I can like help high vibrational. No, you're even psychic when you're depressed. Like, you're even psychic when you go to Walmart and you take on like 80 people's energy and they all become you. You're not you when you're 80 people, you know? You're psychic even then. So I would say that I get it, Sean. I get why you think the way that you do. And I love you. I love you. And I thank you for being here. I hope that one day, I hope that one day you find that kind of happiness that wouldn't have brought you to somebody you so loudly oppose. I hope that one day you find so much happiness in your life that you bring in like-minded people of your own. That you're not constantly met with people that challenge you, you know? Like people that you disagree with so much, because that's got to be a really uncomfortable living environment 24/7 in your own head. To always be bringing in someone, always be manifesting unconsciously people that you disagree with so much, just to fight with them. That can't be fun. That can't be good. Hi, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. Hi, Medina. Years of Seers and Healer. It's the year of Seers and Healer. Oh, hi, babe. How are you? I love Medina's comment here. Yeah, it's the year of the Seers and Healers. I love it, girl. I love it. I love it. What I really love is that the divine always protects me. Always. I'll always be taken care of. No matter what. It's interesting. I literally just got a dark energy off of me. I just pushed it away from me, and I got a text saying one of my enemies is on the way over. She doesn't like me at all. That's okay. There's a lot of people that don't like me, but I can't even call her my enemy. She's just a woman. But it's funny because I literally just felt like this really heavy energy, and then I pushed it off of me, and then boom, literally got a text message. It's okay. It's okay. But it's just when you start to see stuff like that, no one can tell you anymore that you're crazy. You see so much evidence that you're not crazy, and this universe speaks in energy. Push it off of you. Get that darkness off of you. It's not yours, right? Send it back. It's not mine, and you all will get off of me. You will get off of my energy. And that voice, when I died, when I had that out-of-body experience, or that near-death experience in 2019, that voice, that higher voice that was so loud was me. It really is consciousness. It's all one consciousness. It is a higher consciousness. And that same voice is the one that says in my head, get away from me, leave me alone. I am rich. I am happy. I am successful. I am strong. I am loved. I am chosen. Whatever that I am voice is, whatever that I am, that God self, that was me, that is me. Just like those lower voices are me, the higher one is also me. It is all about what we decide to be, right? So you will feel a lot of people sending you bad energy. I say bad energy. What I mean by bad energy is people that don't like you and want to silence you and shut you up. They think that they can steal from you, take from you. Doesn't matter. They think all wrong. They think backwards. A lot of these people are thinking backwards, and they have no idea how divinely protected you are, because they don't have eyes to see and ears to hear. They don't actually know psychically or spiritually at all. These people are spiritually dead. They cannot see anything, and they're going in circles, and they're going to stay going in circles. Let them. What is this saying in the Bible? Let the dead bury the dead. They're not going with you. Just let the universe do what it needs to do. a lot of you are like, okay, so I want to move and I want to like do this, or I want that person at work that's bothering me. I want them to like move departments. But you're not letting the universe do that shit for you. Trying to force it. Trying to go to your boss and be like, you need to move so and so. No, the fuck they don't. You go into your imagination, you go into your own mind as God, and you say, I am God, and you're not going to be treating me like that anymore. And watch what they do. The universe will literally just move that person to Idaho. They will be slinging pig poop for the rest of their life in Idaho. I don't give a shit what they do. The universe will get them out of your reality. You don't have to do shit about it. You don't have to do anything. You just have to stay firm in the knowing of who you are. I wish you all the best. You're a great friend. You have no idea. Thank you, baby. You're the only one who knows you. Exactly. Hi, Jay. How are you? Peaceful Priestess. How you doing, honey? God bless you. Gianna, thank you so much. You as well. Subscribe to you. Hi, Rodney. Oh, my God. Bitch, I heard the name Rodney last night. I heard Rodney. Oh my God. I literally, that's important. That's right there. That's fucking important. Okay, I know. I heard Rodney yesterday. Very cool. The fear of man's opinion. Right. Why are we so afraid of men's opinion? Because you sleep with one? Who cares? Their opinions change all the time. The opinion that you have of yourself should not change. You should know that the opinion of God does not change. The opinion of God is that right now, at your worst moment, you are literally perfection. Worthy of everything and anything that is good and only good. If you say so, it's already there. God's forgiveness is already there. Abundance is already there. Health is already there. Your divine soulmate is already there. You just haven't claimed it yet as God. You've listened to outside voices that tell you you don't deserve that shit. Okay. So go to a reality where you don't deserve that shit. If you are really truly God and you knew it, the voices of men wouldn't matter. The voices of women wouldn't matter. That shit is such chitter chatter anyway. It doesn't matter. That stuff doesn't matter. Who cares what your own husband thinks of you? Bitch, what do you think of you? I don't care what I don't care if you've been sleeping with them for 50 years. I don't give a shit what their opinion of you is. I care what your opinion of you is. You're the one that has to live with you 24/7. What do you stand for? Hi, Jay. How are you, honey? I'm doing amazing, thank you. Today's a pretty good day. My bladder is super full, so I'm gonna have to go pee soon, but I'm doing all right. It is weird. I will say that I'm at that point in my life where there's gonna be a lot happening that I don't have control over. Like, things are gonna get rattled. Cages are gonna get rattled. I'm gonna be moved very soon by the universe in ways that most would be like really scared about. But I happen to know that wherever I'm going is going to be good because I am good and I keep my thoughts in alignment with success and love and truth. And so your imagination is a preview of upcoming events. And for a lot of humans, the upcoming events are tragic because your imagination is tragic. And unless you can pull yourself out of the matrix, Neo, enough to consciously create in your imagination a new reality where you're about to be shifted to is really, really scary. And a lot of people are about to see how shit their afterlives really are. what you have fought for so hard for, you're about to get it. Be careful what you wish for. A lot of you wanted the wrong shit. Trying so hard, so hard, so hard, you know, oh, I want that man so bad, so bad, so I'm going to do anything to get him. And then you get him and you're like, my God, he's not even that great. Right. Oh, I need that job. I need that job at Google because, like, it will make me something and I'm so powerful and I'm so, okay. You hate your job. Right. Careful what you wish for. Congratulations, world. You have just built your afterlife. You're about to have it. You're about to see what your afterlife will now consist of. What were you fighting so hard to have? A lot of you fought so hard to fucking have a man, and that dude's an abuser. A lot of you fought so long and hard to have a job, and you fucking hate it. It's all about what you built. It's about to come in. You're going to see it. 'Tis the afterlife. 'Tis the season of a new age. Honey, you can shoot the messenger, but you're not going to shoot the message. I might be one of many that are out here preaching the truth about this, but it's like, I don't need to go bark orders at you. I don't need to go insert myself into your channel, your platform, your church, your congregation. I don't need to do that shit. If I ever wanted to, I'd go there, and when I leave, a lot of people leave with me. I've seen it a million times. I'll be the one challenging you at the podium. I'll be the one asking you who died and made you God, that you should be leading these people astray. And then when you tell me no one, I'll be challenging your fucking ego that should have died to make you God. But your ego did not die to make you God. So sit down and shut up. Nobody wants to follow your ass anywhere. You're leading people right to the fucking pits of hell, and you should really honestly shut up. So I intimidate a lot of people. Good. I like it that way. The dark feminine, that is me, intimidates a lot of fucking people. And I'm really grateful for it. Keeps my ass safe. Men don't even get to touch me unless the most high God decides that it's okay. And when it's over, it's over. And I move on, and it's like it's a done deal. It's like cords are cut, that's it, and a story, bye. People will not get to have access to you, chosen ones, divine collective. They will not have access to you unless your spirit guides align that shit. Unless you, who hired your spirit guides in the first place, you're the one that told these angels, these guides, these ancestors, like, yeah, you can work with me. I trust you. I like what you're about. You like what I'm about. Let's work together. You're the one that did that as God. You as a sovereign being decided to work with so-and-so. Great. That's a soul contract. Keep it. I love that for you. And so when they do their job and they keep certain people away from you, fucking trust it. When they bring the right ones in, you'll know. You'll feel it. You'll know, oh, that one's supposed to be around me. Yeah. Oh, I'm supposed to be talking to that guy. Oh, it's okay to date him. That's cool. That's cool. I like what he's about. You'll know, right? You'll know when it's time to go, and you'll know when it's time to say hello. So how do you stay in alignment? First of all, you stay knowing that you are love. I don't care. If 8 billion people on the planet, Queen, call you a devil, you stay in the knowing that you are love. You tune out every single voice that is not you, every single voice that is not God. And you hear what you love would say. You're beautiful. I love you. I've got your back. You're going to do amazing things. Thank you for this. Thank you for loving me this much. Thank you for doing this today. That God self, that God voice that is you, only needs to be heard by you. Your entire friend group, circle, family, whatever, they do not need to have any say in who you say you are. That's how you stay in alignment. You remember that you are always love. And in order to stay psychically aligned and in tune with your higher self, you have to remember that you're always psychic. Even in the days where you're going to Walmart and you're picking up everybody's fucking energies, you're still psychic then too, honey. You're psychic all the time. You don't just get to shut that shit off. Okay? But I'm actually kind of excited because part of my like calling is to be a shit starter. I'm an Aries, Sun and Venus. I can't help it, but I cause mayhem everywhere I go. I don't even mean to. Maybe I do. I don't know. People say it's an attention whore thing. It could be. Could be a look at me. Could be. Or it could just be that I can't fucking stand bullshit. And I'm here to cut through the bullshit. My own bullshit. Your bullshit is yours. My bullshit is mine. I got to deal with me. But people are about to start seeing through the veil. People will see the truth. And what I keep getting is 2025 is not the year. Honey, it's not the year to come after these chosen ones. It's like you will stop hurting the innocent ones and letting the guilty get away all the time, like scot-free. Like letting the innocent ones take the fall for shit they didn't do. You're done. You're done accusing the innocent of doing something wrong. You're done damning the innocent. The innocent go free. God's people go free, period. The ones that love themselves, they will be exalted. The first shall be last and the last shall be first. You're done blaming the innocent ones and letting the guilty get away scot-free. You're done. You're done. That is, the year 2025 is the year we're done with that shit. The innocent are going free. And I kept getting that message. God is letting the innocent. God is letting its people. It's not a his, it's not a her, it's not a gender. Divine source is helping the innocent go free. No more persecution, no more oppression. No more feeling scared of being yourself. You are allowed to be yourself, honey. You are allowed to take up space in this world. You are allowed to be you, even if 8 billion people hate you. Be about it. Be about it. Own how hated you are. But one thing is certain. This is not the year where your enemies any longer are going to be blaming the innocent. The guilty are about to be known. It's about to be shown. The guilty ones. The innocent are going free. Just wait for it. Wait for it. I can't wait. We're about to see source work. That's it, Medina. That's it, Medina. You're about to see the one you work for, girl. You're about to see the one that you risked everything for. You left behind bad patterns, bad habits, bad men, bad women, bad companies, bad jobs, bad thought patterns, bad addictions. You left behind bad shit constantly, girl. Even where you lived. Houses, cars. Everything I own is in 2 duffel bags and a carry-on suitcase. I own everything in my life in 2 duffel bags. You get to a point where you've left every single thing behind but the bare minimum. Honey, it's kind of common sense that if you lose enough bad things, it has to be replaced by good. You don't feed the bad, so the good has to replenish. The good has to come in. But we have to be so strong in our knowing that the universe loves us. You have to be that strong figure that you don't have right now. You don't have anybody to believe in your goals, believe in your vision as much as you should. There are way too many people with ye of little faith. There are way too many of your friends and family that have too little faith in you right now. It's okay. Do you believe in you? At rock bottom, when you have nothing and you have no one, no money. And you, girl, you don't even know. You don't even know. You are at the mercy of God. You're at the mercy of the Most High God. Because I'll tell you right now, hey, even living here where I live with Augustine, who's to say I'll live here? I don't even know. I don't know. I just know that right now in this moment, I am so grateful for a roof over my head. I don't know where I'm going to be tomorrow. I don't even know where I'm going to be today. I don't know. I'm at the mercy of the Most High God. I'm at the mercy of the kindness of God. It is by the grace and mercy of the divine that any of us have anything. This is why I think it's so hysterical when people try to like judge me for the amount of money I have or something, like pennies to my name, pennies. And I've had some of the most cruel people say, like, not only do I deserve homelessness, but I deserve to like rot forever without any money. And I think to myself, bro, the same universe giving you your abundance is the same universe about to hand me mine. So I think it's just the audacity of people. Guys, it really is anymore like a shit show. It really anymore, when you look out there in the world of zombies, it's like they're so spiritually fucking dead, bro. They're walking around like zombies. Saying shit like that. Oh, you deserve homelessness. Bitch, nobody deserves homelessness. Oh, you deserve to be broken up with. Nobody deserves to be alone and broken up with and heartbroken. What? Who are you? It is so shocking to me how people really, thinking they have it all, judge those and condemn those who seemingly, with the eyeballs, have less than them. What's that saying? You'll know a man's quality, you'll know a man's heart by how they treat someone who has nothing to offer them. You'll know a man's heart by how they treat someone who has nothing to offer him. And that's what you're about to see. I'd rather be broke, penniless, and on the street living under a bridge. I truly, knowing that I have a good heart, I'd much prefer be a good quality person under a fucking bridge in a cardboard box. Facts. Than to be half these people that have more than me and fucking lord it over my head like you're something fancy. Bitch, you ain't nothing. If the Holy Spirit wanted to come down and smite that ass, best believe it would happen. Best believe it. So I highly suggest anybody listening, you better start treating these earth angels like they are Christ incarnate. You better start treating these people like they are the divine. You better start treating our homeless a little bit better. You better start treating our underprivileged a little bit better. You better start treating our widows a little bit better. The hungry, the cold, the ones that don't, you better fucking start. And if that means pull a holy book out of your ass so that you can see with your eyeballs what Jesus was talking about, I highly fucking suggest you start it right about now. Trying to act all holier than thou like you've got something. Honey, the only reason you have that high-paying job is because the Most High God gave that to you. Watch how quick he can humble your ass. Watch. Wishing that shit on people. Wishing homelessness on people. Wishing somebody is ugly or becomes paralyzed. Or wishing, what the fuck? I couldn't even believe it. Some of the ways that these people would be like, bitch, you deserve to be eaten out of trash cans. I hope he leaves your ass. I hope you live under a bridge. I hope you do that. Ugh. Watch yourself. Because you are, I'm telling you right now, the universe does not like ugly. And the way that you keep speaking to others is really evident of how you speak to yourself. And when a lot of these ones rise up because they're so sick and tired of you condemning them and trying to curse their ass, I'm telling you right now, they're going to rise up and they're going to think you're full of shit, and you're going to mess with the wrong one, and that person's going to send that shit back 1,000-fold. And you best believe there will be a lot of holy divine beings that agree with them and send karma on that ass. You're going to mess with the wrong one day. Out here wishing bad like that on somebody. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you ever wish harm on anybody? Why would you wish for someone to have a breakup? Why would you wish that a beautiful divine union is separated? Why would you wish that somebody lives under? Why would you wish somebody loses their job? Like, just know that your time is up and people will be seeing through the veil. People will see the diabolical devil that you really truly are. And no one wants to deal with that shit. No one wants to be around you for that. Go curse your own life. Your friends certainly don't want anything to do with it anymore. The way that you gossip all the fucking time, go gossip about somebody else. Go gossip about your damn self. Because eventually what will happen is these holy chosen ones, these ones who are innocent, they're empathic, they're sweet, they don't want to be your doormat anymore. They just don't. They don't want to be harmed by you anymore. And they will eventually get tired of it, and they will say something like, you know what, return to sender. Maybe Jenna's right. Maybe I should send that back to the sender. And then all hell will break loose on you, and that's your thing, and that's your doing. Nobody else. That was your doing. And you'll know because the universe will start blessing them, and you'll get a lot less of their blessings. So you'll know it was a you thing. You'll know it was a you thing. You won't be able to claim that it was the devil in them doing it to you. You'll have to start seeing that it was the devil, aka you, doing it to you. That's what you will see. I'm here for it. I truly cannot wait. 'Tis the year of justice, and I'm all fucking about it. Okay? Christopher, what lucky me. Medina is a big part of my life. Okay? Oh, I'm back, by the way, listening. Hi, Medina. I've been watching you. You've struggled your time, Jenna. Keep pushing. It's your time. You're beautiful. You are a billionaire. Oh, thank you, honey. Tell them, Jenna, that is beyond evil. Yeah, the people that wish evil on someone else. Go wish it on yourself, babe. You won't be able to let it stick anymore on the chosen ones, on people who are literally abiding by God's will. They are love. They love love. Like empaths, they love love. They love doing kind things for people. You know, these people, like, they hold the door open for old people. They break for turtles that are crossing the road. They're just like normal, nice people. They're nothing special. They're just nice. They believe in love. They believe in soulmates. They believe in good stuff. Leave them alone. Like, just stop. Stop wishing harm on other people. Stop wishing that divine unions would break up. Stop inserting yourself in connections that you have no business being in. Let lovers be in love. And there's your warning. Shots fired. Let divine unions come together. Because you will be booted out of them. Everybody will see your true colors for exactly who they are. Exactly what they are. Ugly. Muted. Sharp brown. Sharp brown are your true colors. So anyway, I'm going to go. I really have to tinkle winkle, guys. He's being an ass, that Christopher. Let him be. It's because they're afraid of being left behind. It's because they are being left behind. They're seeing they have zero control over you anymore. Your destiny, your path. They have been left behind. They're not afraid of it. They're seeing that they already are. God is separating the wheat from the tares. Those who are in alignment with love and those who are not. Those who actually work for God, aka the higher source, love, kindness, forgiveness, empathy, and those who do not. You are seeing the separation of the wheat from the tares. God is separating them. So continue on your path and know that all will be handled for you. Okay? I'm going to let you go. Medina, I love you. Thank you for being here. Jay, you as well. It was so great seeing you again, Jay. I love you. I love you. And I'm really happy that you're here. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Bye, guys.